many of you already know that news is floating around that the new Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake / remaster will release by the end of the year. Talk about a packed year. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 recently came out. Still haven't had time to play that myself. I'm currently playing through the first one. Avowed comes out in a matter of days. There's also freaking GTA 6 coming this year, so it is a packed year, let's just leave it at that. But today, we should talk about Oblivion, and what better way to start a conversation than to revisit an absolute classic. So we already have a bunch of leaks of the new changes that this quote-unquote remake will have, and we will see today if these changes are warranted, and if any additional changes are to be made. Spoilers, there are a lot of changes that need to be made because this is, for a lack of a better term, a product of its time. Oblivion did not age well at all, and today we're actually gonna see why that is the case. So let's start a brand new game. Yes, sir. Okay, the introduction, they should really remake this introduction because it's super iconic. It's pretty good. And Patrick Stewart, I don't know if they're gonna be able to get Patrick Stewart again, but we're gonna start with probably the best part of the game. That is the character creation. And look, we're gonna... Oh my god. Okay, number one thing that they need to change that wasn't mentioned at all in the leaks is the character creation. Oh, just look at this. So there's a lot of beautiful RPGs that allow you to customize your character pretty much however you want. The first one that comes to mind is Dragon's Dogma 2, where you can create some absolute monstrosities that actually still feel like they belong in the game that they're in. And then you have Oblivion, where you can create Phineas from Phineas and Ferb if he was toasted in the oven and his hair was completely dyed with magical fairy dust. I really want to see how this whole cell is gonna look in a new engine, no?
Halls of Azura to look upon such a vision. You are so beautiful, my dear Dunmer.
I sure am beautiful.
One of the guards owes me a favor, you know. I could get us put in the same cell. Would you like that?
Guards!
For
Guards!
You.
Please! Please!
Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams.
It's a hard face to
Then
forget.
stop.
Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
Nope. I'll do what I want.
This doesn't concern you, prisoner.
I don't care. Leave me alone. Alright. So let's see how the combat aged with this game.
You all right,
This
sire?
this can only lead Captain.
She's dead.
This your
Yeah, I mean, this
death-
takes me out of the game a little bit. I'm sorry, Emperor. I will never do it again. Oh my god, here I am! I'm so gorgeous! Look at me! Look at it! Mwah! Mwah! Another thing, so they did say at some point that the HUD is gonna be changed, and they said that they wanted to make it more appealing to the younger demographic, and I don't know. I do feel like the HUD itself is a pretty big product of its time. It's very iconic to Oblivion, but it does feel a little off, especially on controller, I would say, maybe. I'm not playing with a controller at the moment. As you can see, I have a mouse, but like, I don't know. Currently, I'm actually playing through Kingdom Come Deliverance, and the HUD in that game is also very, very similar to this. I don't know how it is in the sequel because I haven't played it yet. But it kind of shows you that I don't think they really need to change the HUD that much. They could make it, they could always improve on it because Bethesda always kind of missed with HUDs. Even in Starfield, I feel like some of the most popular mods in Starfield are HUD related, especially if you're on PC. Like I know on Skyrim, for example, there is a Sky HUD that literally everyone has because the vanilla HUD is pretty lame. So I don't mind that they're actually changing it, but if they're making it more appealing to a younger demographic, I just hope they're not going to do like a Destiny 2 sort of thing, where you have your character in the middle and then you have a slot for your helmet on the left. They kind of did that with Dragon Age Veilguard, and that was kind of, you know, I don't know. It felt very Destiny 2 like, very live service like. And we definitely do not want that with the Oblivion remake, I'm just saying. The hottest cultist katana samurai. This is Assassin's Creed Shadows if he wasn't delayed, am I right?
This is official business. Do not interfere.
Ah, god dang it. Needs a key. Ah! 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 Punch the fucking rat! Ah! Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Oh my god, this feels good. I should do that to... Nazim lovers like Lincoln. Holy crap. Okay, that if there's another thing that the game doesn't need to change, it's the punch physics. This feels awesome. I'm pretty sure even Skyrim doesn't have that much jiggle when it comes to punching. And I'm actually leveling up as I'm punching this dead rat. That's awesome. The lockpick minigame. This is actually a really cool lockpick minigame if you ask me. Okay. It's easier on controller actually. I forgot how to... So how do you... It's not spacebar. You're supposed to press... Oh, you click. Okay. So it's a pretty interesting lockpick mechanism, but I don't think it's gonna fly well with the modern audience, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about TikTok kids. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think that's gonna fly very well with the TikTok generation. And I swear to God, if they do something similar to Starfield, there's not one lockpick minigame in any game that I hate more than the one in Starfield. They did say that they're gonna change the combat, actually. Oh, zombies! I forgot these existed. That's awesome. How is he hitting with a missing arm? I want to see his animation. Come on. All right. So he hit me with one arm. That's fine. All right. Can you hit me with the other one? He's pretending to hit me with both arms, actually, right? Look, he just hit me with his right arm. Are there multiple varieties of zombies? Some that have right arms and some that don't? I actually want to try blocking now. Yeah, no, the blocking does feel pretty bad. Pretty bad, yeah. So they did say that they're gonna change the blocking, which is a pretty good news. So they will also change the sneaking in a way. And looking at the sneaking how it is now, well, the goblin should have definitely seen me by now, and I can't believe I already increased my sneak skill. And the sneaking currently is essentially the same as in Skyrim or in Fallout 4, and I would like to see some change because, first of all, enemies are freaking blind, man, especially if you're a super high sneak skill, which is kind of ridiculous. And you should be able to have, obviously, potions or any types of spells that would make you invisible, and that makes sense if you're standing in front of the enemy. But if you're not... Oh, there's no traps. I forgot about that. Let's look at this. Ah! Look, you see? So I'm hitting this... Oh, I'm gonna go in the light. I'm hitting this goblin, but he doesn't react whenever I hit him. Let's see. I want to block. Come on. So I react whenever he hits me, but he doesn't. There's not the... you know? There's no... So one thing that Oblivion forces you is to use magic. So there's a hotkey. I'm pressing C right now to use a restoration spell. And I cannot dual wield like in Skyrim. I would like, however, to be able to choose however I dual wield weapons, like whatever I have in my hands, instead of being forced to have magic. Which, it's fine if I have magic and there's a hotkey to use magic. But if I wanted to have two swords, I would appreciate that option. Here we got Big Mama Goblin. Goblin Berserker. He's massive. This is one thing that Skyrim did really good, is that you can pretty much loot whatever armor you want from enemies, which is awesome. I think there's some exceptions, but I don't know, in Oblivion it doesn't seem like you can loot whatever you want from the enemy, and I would really like that. Well, what they did in Starfield as well, you cannot loot everything, absolutely everything from your enemies whenever they die, which is kind of a disappointment if you ask me. I would like, even if it is really bad armor and it's inconvenient, I would still like to have the option. Hey guys, how you doing? Hello.
What makes you think help will get you?
The jumping physics also need to be improved because look at that, it's pretty awkward. Pretty freaking awkward. Ah! There's cultists! No, kill him! Kill him! I'm not killing him just because I don't want to hit you. Yeah, it's me.
She
No.
might be working with the assassins.
No, I'm not, I promise.
No, she is not one of them.
Thank you, Emperor.
She can help us. She must help us.
I definitely will.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've
This
seen.
guy's seen some shit. Oh, you see what I was talking about earlier? You can use the same hand where you have a sword to cast a spell. I totally forgot about that. So you could do that in the remake as well, except I would also like to have another sword in my other hand. That'd be a pretty nice addition. Will they do that?
No.
And now, one of the most iconic moments in the entirety of Oblivion. This is what I want to see the most effort be put in. The walkout moment. This is where I want to see most of the effort be put in when it comes to the remake. The walkout moment. Finished. Let's go. Let's go see it. And here we are. There is so much potential I can see with this scene. First of all, I don't want a massive text box to appear whenever I exit. I want to take in all the sights. I think Oblivion's graphics are not the greatest, obviously, but what they can do with the remake, especially since the graphics engine is going to be in Unreal 5, they can do some really beautiful ray tracing, lights and whatever. They could remake all the trees. They could actually add more trees, which would be ideal because, I mean, look at that over there. There's nothing over there. Even some grass, please. That'd be great. But really, I feel like the first impression with the game, especially when it comes to a remake, is to see how graphically how it looks and how it feels. And there's no better moment than the walkout moment. Because right now, the world is at your fingertips. I can open the map, and I'm over here. I can see that I can go to the Imperial City over here. There's Chaden Hall. There's Bruma, I think. Yeah, Bruma over here. There's going to be the temple. I forgot what that temple is. There's Kavach somewhere here, if I remember. Yeah, there we go. One other thing I would like to see change, and I 100% am sure that they're not going to change this, is the weird, awkward dialogue camera. I mean, I do appreciate what they did with the zoom in, because it's a very personal one-on-one discussion, right? And the fact that they also use the same stupid trick in Starfield, it makes me think that they're not gonna change this for the Oblivion remake, because it's one, it's pretty iconic. Two, they already did it with Starfield. They walked back from what they did in Fallout 4 with the amazing camera. But yeah, I guess this is what we have. And we also have this weird looking minigame thing. Shut up. Where depending on our choices, how do I start? Depending on our choice, look at his face. I don't know if this is gonna fly with the remake, to be honest, but like, okay, let's try to make him happy.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's really too much.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Well, the entrance, pretty good, pretty good. We have a beautiful dragon statue there in the middle. And then we have some corridors here. And the walls, this is probably one of the best cities that Bethesda's ever done. Obviously, like, it's a lot of copy pasting, right? All the buildings look the same. But it does feel like a big city. It's not just houses randomly put together like Whiterun. We got the Tiber Septim Hotel. Let's see this. I totally forgot about it. Shut up. And one more thing before we end this video, I want to check out the archery, because they did say that they're going to have some improvements, especially when it comes to the sneak icon. It is pretty weird, and would like to see it closer to Skyrim whenever, you know, the eye would close whenever you'd be far. It's pretty hard to tell if you're seen or unseen with this one.
Break the law on my watch, will you? I'll be confiscating your stolen goods. Oh,
there's no stolen goods.
No gold to pay your fine.
I have no gold.
It's off to the lockup then.
No, I don't want to see Diddy. I started. God dang it. So I just wanted to take some moment today just to look at how Oblivion aged and how it still plays, because it's a pretty old game and I haven't tried it in a long time. So yeah, if you haven't played Oblivion in a long time, maybe you should give it a try, or you should wait for a remake, because that is most likely gonna come by the end of the year. Oblivion is a great game. I really enjoyed it when I played it, and the story, in my opinion, it is even better than Skyrim. Sue me, I guess. But it's a very old game, and it didn't age really well, especially when it comes to how NPCs react, the AI. And one more thing I totally forgot to mention is that there's like 3 voice actors in the whole game. I don't think they hired a bunch of voice actors for the remake to have new voices.
What? That really pisses me off.
It would be a pretty nice surprise to see that that NPCs are gonna sound more different than what they did in 2006 when this came out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more. In the next video, I would like to take a moment to talk a little bit more in depth. I want to collect my thoughts, you know, take some notes, and talk a bit about what I would wish the remake is gonna be. Not exactly what I think it's gonna be, but so stick around for that, and subscribe, ring the bell for more. A massive thank you to my Patreon supporters who continue to support more and more content here. Your name can also appear at the end of my videos, or you can be roasted to bits if you choose the Nazim Lover tier. On that note, the videos for you to watch are on that side. You can choose whatever you want from there. And now that you had some time to click on those, leave me alone.